EA Sports syndicated.
Good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore in Minneapolis, welcoming you to the Metro Manila Arena here in the Philippines for our main event of the evening. Boy, we expect this to be a big night of action. We spoke with both fighters yesterday. Fireworks anticipated here tonight. Let's see.
108 by knockout and only 19 defeats. Coming out of Harlem, Sugar Ray Robinson. Across the ring with a record of 41 wins, including 32 by way of knockout and 2 defeats. Fighting out of West End, Lennox Lewis.
Okay, guys. We went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's touch gloves.
Round number 1 is now underway. All the talk is done. It is simply time to fight. Sets up that right hand with the jab. That's a good block by Lewis.
What's the hook?
Oh, that's a good hook to the body. Can the power get to the target? That is one of the questions that Sugar Ray Robinson's opponent will be asking tonight, because he has that power. He's going to find a way to deliver it.
And he's delivering against one of the great fighters of all time. And Sugar Ray Robinson figures, I have power too. Probably more power than just about any opponent he faces, but he has more of everything else. He has more smarts. He has more style, more technique, and more ability in every other area. So that does not intimidate Sugar Ray Robinson, because he's fighting a guy that only has power.
I like the way he went up top that time with the hook. Robinson's defense isn't ever good. Look at how easy he's able to block those punches. And now he brings the left hand upstairs. Combo lands to the head. Lewis is smashed by a hook. Able to land the hook to the head. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Punches and bunches, combination up top. Lewis is now feeling the after effects of being rocked by a huge hook to the head. Well, you could see what he wanted to do there, but unable to land that body shot.
Keep working the body.
Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Robinson's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. Brown's able to reflect on the damage he just did to his opponent. He got to him.
Yeah, and he'll remember that reflection. You know, we look at it, we forget about it. He doesn't forget about it. He will go right back to that weakness that he saw, and he will make sure that he exploits it this round.
Don't stand toe-to-toe with this guy. Keep your distance, all right? You certainly don't stand in front of him.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. Back and forth they go. Each man getting the best of it. Oh, what a huge uppercut from Lennox Lewis. He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own. Left hook scores upstairs, as does the uppercut. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Robinson's impressing the judges and himself with that right hand. He just missed that shot up top. I know there's always room for improvement with every fighter, but is that the case with Sugar Ray Robinson? I think Lennox Lewis has seen solid. Unable to handle that combination. He is down on the canvas. Lewis's climb back up from the canvas may inspire him. Well off the mark by Lewis. Lennox blocks a punch. How about that? Another right hand. Just 10 seconds to go in this round. Robinson's missing the mark by a mile. That just was nowhere to be found.
And don't walk slugging up to this guy, all right? Keep your range, jab right, okay? Just keep it up. Keep it up. That's it now, right? Nice work.
Lennox Lewis has got to rely on his corner now to do what it takes to get him back physically and mentally. It's always a challenge when you hit the ground. Sugar Ray Robinson's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. He just gave his opponent a really good taste of how fast his hand speed is.
You know, a lot of times we talk about power, and we see that power, you know, can damage a guy right away, obviously, and it can intimidate an opponent. But hand speed can do the same thing, and I think it's intimidating right now to his opponent. He's afraid to let that jab go because he might get counted with one of those lightning right hands.
Accuracy an issue there, didn't land that straight right hand. And another jab comes in. Nice strike after catching one by Sugar Ray Robinson. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Not getting it done with that straight right hand. Robinson's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. Very accurate with the overhand right. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Double jab upstairs. Lewis is showing that he's got some defense of his own. He got away from that punch. Well, that's where he wants to try to keep him. Contain him there in the corner. Just made a big uppercut. He's in bad shape. Oh! Wow, is this good stuff? What good stuff? He just scored a knockdown after being knocked down earlier.
Joe, that's incredible. And the knockdown earlier actually set up this knockdown because his opponent, he got a little reckless, a little careless.
Round three.
Need another round? I need you to be busy this round, all right? He caught you with your hands down. Let's box smart and not get caught. Box.
You're fighting this fight. You're fighting on the inside with this guy. I want you to use the ring and keep your distance. Hey, don't waste it. But I want you to keep it.
Well, if anything has been learned from the first 3 rounds is that sometimes just being the busier fighter will do well for you. And that's the case right now for him as he's up 2 rounds to 1 on Teddy's scorecard.
Yeah, not always landing a lot. You put it very well, so not always landing a lot. But keeping his opponent defensive and keeping him from doing what he wants to do.
Robinson's combination punching is just perfect there. 3 punches landing. That's just beautiful to watch. Watch how he just links one to the next, Teddy. A beautiful sequence, almost like musical notes being played.
Well, exactly. It's a nice move because it just follows. One, as you said, follows the other. Nice and smooth.
Watch the hook! He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Good scoring shot. It was a straight right. And yet another jab lands.
Keep working the body.
He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. Hook to the body. Oh, that got to him. Oh, that's gotta hurt. He goes down next to a swarming attack. He got caught up in a mixer blade there. Scored against Lennox Lewis, and we'll see what comes of it now. Not able to land the headshot. Lewis's inability to get away from his opponent's left hand is so evident.
And it's going to stay that way if he doesn't change something. He needs to move the other direction, away from that punch.
So accurate. Jab, uppercut combination. Takes one, but gets one. Good work by Lennox Lewis. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot.
Keep this fight in the center of the ring, okay? Don't fight this fight.
This is yours. You hear me? This is your fight. Keep it up. Keep scoring points. Keep throwing punches. Keep it up.
So we've reached the halfway point of this main event. Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counter puncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with him.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, He's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
And he just holds on there.
That's it, just like that. Guard your head.
Wow, look at that, training shots. Robinson's doing well here with that two-punch combination.
Keep your distance, please.
Well-placed, well-timed combo up top. Does it with the hook. How about a return to sender with the left hand? See the accuracy now with that double jab up top. Zoning in with the overhand left. Sugar Ray Robinson with a big right. Robinson's way off the mark. That punch didn't have a chance. Lennox Lewis's jab lands well. Banking away those body shots. Good way to protect the midsection. And that's the end of round 5. Robinson's punch stats numbers are impressive.
I want another round like that. This is your fight, okay? You're in complete control of this fight. Listen, it's done here.
Listen, I don't want to see you against the ropes. As soon as you feel the ropes, move out.
The start of the 6th round. Keeping his hands up. That uppercut. Absolute. Look at that. Lewis is down. That combination floored him. Question becomes, after that knockdown, and he has gotten up, how does he survive?
So one of the ways he survives is if he's been taught. Have good habits. Have good fun.
Good power punch, the ring. Solid. Oh, that's a good shot. Good power punch scores the knockdown right against Lennox. Robinson able to end this fight by way of knockout. It didn't feel like that kind of fight, Teddy. I thought we were going the distance here.
Well, it feels like it now, and ask him when he wakes up.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us, everyone.